What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness of Introduction. So we're gonna look at the one big beautiful bill's people's reaction. It promised massive tax cuts and it cuts on Medicaid, student loans, and food stamps. I don't know if people are happy about that, but let's check out what people have to say about this, and then we'll be right back.
Breaking news this morning, they actually passed it and 14 million people could lose their health care. Senate Republicans used dirty politics and backdoor tricks to change the bill to resubmit it and get it through. Basically, they bypassed the Senate parliamentarian. After a few more procedural hurdles, this bill, the One Big Beautiful Bill, will become law, and everyone that's under that Medicaid program will be stripped of their health care overnight, guys. Tag your reps, tell them you want to keep your health care, and it is evil for them to take it from you. Stay informed, not inflamed, and always vote like the planet depends on it.
So Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill passed the Senate last night, and it looks like it almost went unanimously. It was like 51 to 49. Only two senators didn't vote for it, Senator Tillis and Rand Paul. Now, what does that mean for us? Well, some pretty deep tax cuts. On the flip side, though, you have the dissenters like Rand Paul, who, by the way, have been right on the economy for over 20 years, saying that the addition of $4 trillion in national debt is counterintuitive. And that's why Rand and Thomas Massey and a couple others who have, I guess, come over to Trump's side have been so critical of this bill. Now, personally, I haven't looked in the details enough to give an opinion that would be credible, but I don't know, I'm a little bit torn. Rand Paul's usually right, and I know that he actually reads the bills. Trump, on the other hand, relies on his advisors, so he may not always have the same amount of information, but look, at the end of the day, Trump's got 4 years to get right. He's been doing good so far, and I trust his instinct. So it's just about time that he got this done. It's been 7 months.
All right, I've heard way too much fake information over the last 24 hours about the One Big Beautiful Bill. So it's time we play Mythbusters Big Beautiful Bill Edition. Let's go. Myth: it's just a tax cut for billionaires. Here's the fact. It's the largest middle and working class tax cut in American history, putting over $10,000 a year back into the pockets of hardworking families. Here's another myth. It hurts the poor. Here's a fact. Low-income workers get the biggest percentage tax cut. It boosts paychecks, expands the child tax credit, and revitalizes opportunity zones. Want another? It cuts Medicaid. But here's a fact. It protects Medicaid for pregnant women, kids, seniors, and people with disabilities, and removes illegal aliens and fraud that have overwhelmed the system. It protects Medicaid. Here's another myth. It's a corporate handout. No, there's no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Small businesses win, workers win. It's a blue collar boom. Here's another myth. It increases the deficit. It reduces the deficit by $2 trillion, actually, by driving economic growth and cutting waste across government programs. Here's another one. It's packed with pork. But every word in this bill is a campaign promise kept by Trump. And the only new spending? Border security, paid for by higher visa fees and foreigners. Here's the bottom line. The One Big Beautiful Bill cuts taxes, protects the vulnerable, secures the border, and puts America first. Forget the spin. This is the truth.
Okay, guys, my thoughts on the One Big Beautiful Bill. Well, as they say, it cuts on taxes. So, yes, that is a good thing, because you find that you, as a person who contributes to society, you end up paying a lot on taxes. And if you get tax cuts, I mean, that is very good, because you find that most of your wage, your salary, 60% goes to you and 30% goes to the government. So I feel that if it's like that, then it is a win-win for an individual who is contributing to society. But let's remember that whenever you cut on taxes that should be contributed to society, eventually at the end of the day, it will affect budget in terms of contributing to service delivery and, governmental institution. And also they were fighting about that in terms of illegal immigrants, what's the point of a legal person or an American individual working for their hard-earned money to be going to illegal immigrants for them to get Medicaid? And this thing about food stamps also, I see that, like, since who is JFK Jr. said that he wants to get rid of all those snacks and unhealthy food, which is a good thing. I'm going to have to be honest with you because there's no point in buying unhealthy snacks and all of that. And about the student loan, in terms, if you're going to cut student loan, it is better that you give free education for all, since, education was free in the first place, because in most countries, education is free. But nevertheless, guys, tell me what you think about this big, beautiful bill and them doing cutting, getting it being said that it will give massive tax cut, but reduce the budgets in terms of your Medicaid, student loans, and your food stamps. But despite that, guys, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe, and let's meet up to the next video, and peace out.